One day I'm gonna be everything I wanna be. I don't let it get the most of me. One day I'm gonna be free. I wanna be everything I'm gonna be. My future right in front of me. One day I'm gonna be free. I wanna be free.
From the depths of darkness, a voice emerges. A host with a fire burning in his soul. With a heart, steel, and a spirit unbroken. He rides on two wheels, ready to claim his throne. Amidst the chaos and the thunderous roar, insane wheels rise as a force to be reckoned with. Fueled by the power that only so can be restored. He takes his stand, refusing to submit. Insane wheels hear his battle cry. Metal and mayhem will never die. Rituals report he paves his way. Oh, legend in the making, day by day.
Good morning to everybody. Let's get it in this morning. Appreciate every single one of you guys in the Breakfast Club, man. Thank you guys so much for loving and supporting the channel, man. It means the absolute world to me, man. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Before we get into it, before we dive into it, man, first of all, I want to ask you guys, how you guys doing, man? Hopefully you guys enjoyed the debate last night. We live streamed it last night for all of you guys. We did full coverage of it, and I got to give a big shout out to Barbie for forcing me to do it. Just kidding. She gave a good suggestion of doing it, and we did it. You know what I mean? We had a good time last night, at least. You know what I mean? Make sure you guys hit that like button. It's the #1 metric of all of YouTube, man. And also make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. I see about 40% of you guys not subscribed to the channel that watch, so make sure you guys are subscribed down below. Also, hit my Instagram up at Ball Valve TV, and listen, man, that's where I post everything behind the scenes, everything about my personal life, the show, millennial food time, you know, all the good shit, man. It's all good, man. And also, if you guys would like to help out the show monetarily, of course, every donation is shouted out, super stickers, super chats, and also channel memberships, which is the #1 way you can help, by the way. Becoming a member, man, becoming part of the Breakfast Club. But you guys can hit the where YouTube doesn't take a 30% cut. Down here, we got Cash App, Venmo, PayPal scrolling on the bottom if you guys would like to get that shout out on the show, man. Hopefully you guys are all doing good. I see all of you guys, man. We got Ron up in the building all the way in Australia. Appreciate you. Straight Jacket, good to see you, my man. Road Rage, The Process. Shit, we got Glare, Huggy. Good to see you, Steve Easy. We got Barbie. Man, we got all of you guys. BB from VA, what up? Morning. Good to see you from over there on Code's channel. All of you guys from Code's channel, man. Thank you guys for coming over and hanging out with us over here. Big shout out to Code. You know, we have combined, you know, basically the Insane Wheels community, the Breakfast Club, with them, and we have become one big family, man. And it's pure, just legendary. You know what I mean? We talk about it all the time. Like, it's nonstop. We talk about the Breakfast Club nonstop. What's on Breakfast Club? What's the debate? Man, that debate was frustrating. Sorry. Yes, it was. It was for a lot of people. A lot of people shaking their heads and shit. You know what I mean? But today we're going to be getting into it with Donald Trump rips ABC for being quote unquote rigged. We're going to go ahead and check that out. Of course, we have coverage of it. Mooch, good to see you, my man. Thank you for coming over and hanging out with us over here on the flip side of the equation. You know what I mean? It's party today, baby. That's right. It is always a party, homie. We always having a good ass time. Andrew, good to see you. Kamala calling Trump a disgrace is like young kids eating French fries and they're evil. Yeah, that's right. No kidding. Appreciate you for being here, Andrew. Very much appreciate you. Snark says, I missed Codes this morning. First week back at work after vacation means a lot of catch up and meetings. Yeah, I understand that. Trust me. A lot of us, including myself, we put out a lot of content daily. So we know that, I mean, naturally, if I'm making a video once a week, I would hope like everyone would see it. But I live stream every single day. So I understand how people won't be able to keep up because, I mean, most people aren't going to watch more than one video a day of that. You know what I mean? Like these are long live streams. But yeah, Chris, good to see you up in here. Appreciate you. Black Hat, shout out to you, man. Appreciate you for being here as well. We got Code as well, man. Shout out to you guys from Codes, man. Much love, honor, respect. That debate was like a rat pack on Trump 3-1. Yeah, well, you're going to see. We're going to discuss it right now. Right now, we're about to get into it. Dark Soul, I see you, brother. Appreciate you for being here. Always. So let's go ahead and get into this discussion. This is off of Fox News. Trump rips ABC for rigged debate. It was 3-1. And this was 2 hours ago from Fox. So let's go ahead and check it out. YouTube, I am subscribed, as you guys just saw. And I also just hit the like button over there for them. So YouTube, I'm doing it right. You know what I mean? Don't be banning me.
Former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris squaring off on the debate stage last night, meeting face-to-face for the very first time. It was a heated debate, less than 2 months until Election Day.
Joining us right now on the phone to react after that very busy night, the 45th President of the United States to the GOP presidential nominee, Donald Trump. Mr. President,
he's live right when I'm waking up.
The night, 105 minutes long. You've done this before. I think your 8th one. What is your review of your performance?
Well, I looked at the poll numbers. I listened to Harold Ford. I don't know what he was watching.
Straight Jacket, those are the dudes.
I think he wasn't watching the debate that I was in yesterday. I think we did great. It was 3-1. It was a rigged deal, as I assumed it would be, because when you looked at the fact that they were correcting everything and not correcting with her, and we knew it when it was 100% good coverage for her over the last month or last year. I looked at it and only bad coverage of me, no matter what. The press is so dishonest in this country. It's amazing. Now, I didn't mind because, frankly, I knew I was pretty sure that's what they would do. CNN was much more honorable.
They actually were. I was surprised by that.
It was a much more honorably run debate. But this was incredible. I mean, everything, so many things I said were debunked, totally debunked, like Charlottesville.
Well, I can't wait for the fact checker to come out.
7 different things. And she could say anything she wanted, everything, every time I spoke, and my stuff was right. They'd correct you. I thought it was terrible from the standpoint of ABC. They're the most dishonest, in my opinion, the most dishonest news organization. And that's saying a lot because they're all essentially really dishonest. But I thought I did a great job. It was 3-on-1.
3-on-1.
I thought I did a great job. Now, we sent you the polls, but every single poll last night had me winning like 90-10.
Oh, yeah.
We had C-SPAN at one point was at 80-20, and I don't know how it finished. That was late last night, so I have no idea. But it was at 80-20. I told that to Brett Baer. And we sent him a lot of polls.
It was pure
entertainment. We sent you a lot of polls this morning.
Steve.
And every single poll had us winning by a lot, despite the fact that it was an unfair debate, obviously. And it was a 3-on-1. And that's okay. I've had worse odds in my life.
Yeah, no kidding, before. Road Rage.
But
Holy
never
shit.
so obvious. A lot of people are very angry about it. You have corrupt news organizations. You have a lot of bad people. It's amazing in that business. In your business.
Yes, the moderator. You're right about that.
We kind of expected it.
Can't wait for the actual
when you look at Media Research Center, they said 100% of the stories covered on ABC about Kamala, 100% of the time was positive. 93% of the time when they covered you, it was negative. So it was infuriating to watch them fact check you and not her when she brought up IVF, when she brought up Project 2025 several times, when she brought up Charlottesville. Here are some of the lies that she said about you. Listen.
A detailed and dangerous plan called Project 2025 that the former president intends on implementing. Couples who pray and dream of having a family are being denied IVF treatments. If Donald Trump were to be reelected, he will sign a national abortion ban. And what did the president then at the time say? There were fine people on each side. On that day, 140 law enforcement officers were injured. And some died. Donald Trump, the candidate, has said in this election there will be a bloodbath if this and the outcome of this election is not to his liking.
Unreal.
And the bloodbath, you were talking about the economy. It's a term that's used a lot when people are talking about a bad economy. What's your reaction?
Manipulation.
Why didn't the moderators correct her?
Because they're dishonest, and because I think ABC took a big hit last night. I mean, to be honest, they're a news organization. They have to be licensed to do it. They ought to take away their license for the way they did that.
Damn.
Bloodbath was referring to the economy. Everybody loved the term because as soon as they heard the word, it's sort of a vicious word. But referring to the economy, they have created an economy. Bloodbath was the word that I used. And it was fine in that context. And they were trying to make it sound like there was a riot or something. And it was a bloodbath.
The economy would be a bloodbath with her in office.
The IVF.
Come on, man.
The IVF, which is fertilization, I was a total leader on that. When I first heard about it, like right from the beginning, I was one of the leaders on it. And the Republican Party has been a leader on it. She tried to say it was just the opposite. The whole
Joker, good to see you up in here, man.
Abortion. What he said. I mean, it was incredible. I think he corrected me 6 times, and each time I was right. I believe
it was always that
dude, I was
too.
right. Didn't correct her at all,
and she lied.
She was saying these
nonstop.
things. She was using like Charlottesville. She was using Charlottesville, and everybody. You take a look at Laura Ingraham. She did it incredibly. She had it totally debunked. She said that, in fact, it makes it angry. She gets angry when people hear about Charlottesville when they use that, because what they did is they stopped and they didn't put the following sentence in. And when they put the last sentence in, when it was all put together, what I said was absolutely perfect. And ABC knew that. Everybody knew that, frankly. I think they lost a lot of credibility. But regardless,
they did.
Look, the polls are saying that I won that by 80-20, 90. We have one here, 92-7, and I sort of believe that's right. I thought
what I was seeing was 80-20 in the polls.
What I was seeing, one of my better debates, maybe my best debate. I think. I don't know. That's why I'm disappointed in this guy Harold Ford. I don't know if he's still there, but I don't know what he was watching because he was just as dishonest as ABC, in my opinion.
Mr. President, I interrupted a moment ago.
No kidding, Andrew.
Just on the
you would think people
the Pentagon. Every year for the last 23 years, we have gone down to the Pentagon at 6:46. That's sunrise down in the Washington, D.C. area. When they unfurl that flag to commemorate American Airlines Flight 77 that crashed into the Pentagon, it killed all 64 on board.
No, he wasn't. You're right about that.
Pentagon.
You are right.
184 people.
He could have done a lot better.
23 years ago today. And I know you are going to take part in some of the
not a lot of things was brought up, Andrew.
Here in New York City.
Right.
And
most American problems did not get brought up.
I'll be doing that in a little while. In fact, right after this call, I leave. I'm going down to the World Trade Center site, and I'll be down there for much of it. JD's going with me. And we had a great talk about it yesterday. It was very, very sad, horrible day. Horrible day. There's never been anything like it. Just a horrible day. And then
exactly,
going to
Dark Horse.
Pennsylvania, of course.
It was about the automobile industry in China regarding
I'll
the
do all 3.
economy.
Sometimes it doesn't work out when
Holy
they're
shit,
sort of simultaneously done, but we're going to be doing 2 of them today.
Thank you so fucking much.
So last night, I mean, all 3 planes are there. You got Air Force 2, you got Trump Force 1. JD Vance is playing all together. Man. You guys are going to be at the site together. President Biden, I think,
support
will be
is
there.
unreal.
Are you going to say anything to them?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. It's, look, everybody should be very angry at how badly they've run this country. Millions of people are floating into our country. Many of them should not be here. They're criminals, many criminals coming in, many terrorists coming in, people coming. They're emptying their jails into our country. They're emptying, think of it.
I agree with that, Mitch.
They're mental institutions.
I agree with
people that are mentally ill are being dropped into our country. And these 2 people, and it's both of them, they allow it to happen. What they're doing is terrible. I saw your report yesterday in Ohio, with Springfield, Ohio, and Aurora. If you look at Colorado, Colorado, these thugs from Venezuela and Aurora have taken over.
Yeah, go about the crime.
People from Haiti, I guess, have come in illegally, totally come in illegally into our country, and
Do you think you made that point last night?
Ohio.
Do you think you made that? Do you think you made that point last night that you believe the border is directly affecting all these cities
Good to see you, man.
and all these towns?
Oh, I think I made it twice or maybe even 3 times. In fact, I said,
no
I wonder
kidding,
if I'm saying this
we
too
want to
much.
see some good
How
entertainment.
Can you say it too much? They've allowed
Bloodsport
21
debate.
million, I think is the real number. It could be more than that. 21, that's bigger than New York State. They've allowed 21 million people to come into our country. Many of these people are criminals. Right. And by the way, those countries are being emptied out of their criminals and their crime rates are way down.
What's up, Beezer? Shout out, man.
Prison populations
Florida
are being
in the
dumped
house.
into the United States. Their populations in prison are way down. Their mental institutions, their populations are way down. And it's all over the world. It's not just South America. They're coming in from the Congo and Africa. They're coming from all over the world, the Middle East, Europe,
That chick
Asia.
was on it, by the way,
they're
Andrew.
Coming in from everywhere, not just South America. And they're coming in at numbers you've never seen. They're literally destroying our country. These people have no idea. Or maybe they do. The only reason they can be doing it is because they hate our country. They hate our country.
Yeah, I mean,
Massive
when you compare
love,
the border numbers, the terror watch list suspects under you, there were 11. Under Kamala Harris, 375. Now, foreign policy did come up at last night's debate. Listen to this soundbite, or our audience
the
can listen to this and we'll get your reaction on the other side.
If she's president, I believe that Israel will not exist within 2 years from now. Look at what's going on in the Middle East. This would have never happened. I will get that settled and fast, and I'll get the war with Ukraine and Russia ended. If I'm president-elect, I'll get it done before even becoming president.
Well, I will tell you, I agreed with President Biden's decision to pull out of Afghanistan. Donald Trump, when he was president, negotiated one of the weakest deals you can imagine. He calls himself a deal maker. Even his national security advisor said it was a weak, terrible deal.
It was a very good agreement. The reason it was good, it was we were getting out. We would have been out faster than them, but we wouldn't have lost the soldiers. We wouldn't have left many Americans behind. They blew it.
You said when you were at the town hall with Sean Hannity, you said a lot of people, you might not like me, but you're safer under me. You have more money in your bank accounts under me. So why do you think our country would be safer under you, Mr. President?
Because I deal with foreign policy. I'll give you an example. Afghanistan, we had a great agreement, but it was agreement subject to them doing a lot of different things. They didn't do those things. And when they didn't do them, we terminate the agreement. These clowns had no idea what to do. They had Milley, who's incompetent. They had Biden, who's incompetent. All of the people are incompetent. Nobody ever gets fired. They don't fire anybody. They let them just stay on, retire, no problem.
Collect a check.
Milley should have been fired and reprimanded like you've never seen. These people are incompetent. They left billions of dollars worth of equipment behind.
Yes, they did.
13 dead soldiers. They shouldn't have used that airport. They should have used
This should have been what was going on the stage last night.
They shouldn't have given it up because that's only 1 hour away from China where they make their nuclear weapons. No, they took a good agreement, but the agreement was subject to the Taliban doing things.
Could have gotten your piece.
Ending that. I went 18 months without one soldier killed. I spoke to the head of the Taliban.
Damn, 18 months.
And I said, I had a nice, tough talk with him. Not one soldier was killed in 18 months.
And he actually
until
answers.
that catastrophe
Whether you
happened.
like it or not.
It was absolutely, we were running it perfectly. But the agreement didn't mean anything because they had to, in other words, to have the agreement kick in.
It was conditions-based.
They didn't do the things. Who would take the military out first? They're incompetent. They took the military out first. You're supposed to take the military out last. And they left lots of Americans behind. And then they had the worst airlift nobody's ever seen.
Listen, if we were going to abandon our military shit, we should have at least given it to a fucking ally, not just abandon it for the Taliban or whoever to take to be able to sell and keep and use against
people
us, right?
falling off an airplane from 3,000 feet in the air.
Good to see you, Dean.
Many people. They are incompetent and they shouldn't be running the country. And we'll end up in World War III because of these fools.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley.
Woo, man, that was crazy, huh? So I have a question for all of you guys. I want an honest, here, actually, this is what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to set up an actual poll. You know what I mean? And I want you guys to actually vote inside the poll real quick. Bringing up the polls right now. And soon enough, I don't know if you guys know this, but the moderators can actually do this too. But who won? Question mark. We'll put even Harris first in there. so that she even gets the, she gets, you know, more chance because she's the first up there. All right, go ahead and vote, guys. I want to see your guys' vote on there. The live voting is happening right now. We're getting our own anecdotal experience of polling over here. You know what I mean? So very much appreciate all of you guys hanging out with us this morning, wherever the heck you guys are from, man. Much love, honor, and respect to everybody. Thank you guys for hanging with us. Thank you, brother Lee Lance, for the $5 super sticker, man. Thank you for the donation, man. That shit goes very, very far. I cannot thank each and every one of you guys enough for the amount of support that you guys have been showing. It's been actually unreal. I really can't thank you guys enough. So right now, the poll is showing you guys it's going up and down, up and down. Let's go ahead and see where you guys are at. And then I'm going to end it so that you guys can see what the actual numbers are between all of us. You know what I mean? And I didn't vote, by the way. There is 0 vote on my end. But we're going to go ahead and let this go for a minute. All right, let's go ahead and end it and see where we're at. Boom. We were at 83% Trump and 16% Harris. Hey, man, much love, honor, and respect to that. I appreciate your guys' honesty and your guys' vote there. You know what I mean, for the poll. We always like to go based off of facts over here on the Insane Wheels page, man. We have nothing to do with any sort of like emotional reporting, right? We go based off of facts over here. So I believe that's why you guys enjoyed the show over here, man. Can't lie about it. We have a long history arming the enemy. No kidding, Huggy. We have a bad habit of doing that. The adults are back in charge than trans men on White House lawn playing with their 36 C's. Yeah, no kidding. Andrew, that's so hilarious. China has control of Bagram base now. Biden probably sold it to China for all the money they gave him. Wow, dude. People leave his rallies early. Yeah, I heard that, dude. I couldn't believe it, Corey, last night. If you guys didn't know, I covered the entire debate last night, and we did the full coverage on the Insane Wheels page, man. And I watched it all happen, and that was classic, Corey. That was insane. Like, are you kidding me? People don't even go to yours. Stop the cap.
Stop the cap.
You know what I mean? Fucking crazy. Need third column for no one. Stalemate. It was a stalemate, and the honest truth is, I don't think that there will be a lot of votes changing based off of that debate. I just don't think so. Now, do you guys think that there's going to be another presidential debate leading up, or do you think that was it? You need an undecided. You need an undecided on that poll. Oh, Barbie, I should have. You know, I really didn't think of that, but I was kind of just saying, like, just to get a general consensus. But I should have added that. Thank you for that. I will do that next time for other polls. I can only assume the person that chose Harris did it as a troll. Yeah, no fucking kidding on that, dude. Can you assess the Romano report or Bruce W. Nelson or Colonel Littles? I can look into it. I don't know anything. Assess. Yeah, assess. Yeah, I haven't checked any of that out yet, Andrew. I'd have to do some research on it before I speak on it. We have an amazing family in here. Thank you, and each and every one of you. That's right, SNS. I can't thank all of you guys enough. Thank you all for being here. Much love, honor, respect to everybody. I hope that you all have a wonderful Wednesday morning, evening, afternoon, wherever the hell you guys are from, man. We are going to be live tonight on the Diamond Effect, and we always have good topics, man. No matter what, we always still have a good conversation, and whether you guys agree or disagree with the show or whatever is being said, man, all of your guys' comments are always highlighted. We never hide, chat always wins. Just so like everyone gets it, like chat will always win. It's like just the way of the road. You know what I mean? Something that we've accepted. So with that being said, we'll see you guys tonight. Much love, loyalty, honor, respect to everybody. Follow me on my Instagram, by the way, at Ball Valve TV, man. And, I will hit you back, man. It just may take me a minute. With that being said, hit that like button. Appreciate it. We'll see you guys tonight. Much love.
From the depths of darkness, a voice emerges, a host with a fire burning.